What up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Talking about why you have to be alone. I'm gonna dive into why you have to be alone. Why you have to be isolated from everybody. You know, why you have to be isolated. Why you feel as though you can't connect with no one on a deeper level, like on a friendship level, on a relationship level. Why you struggle to develop relationships. Why it seems hard to connect with others for stronger periods of time. Like, yeah, you can have a great conversation with somebody upon meeting them. A 4-hour, whatever, however long you gotta take. But after that, you don't develop longevity in the relationship. You don't exchange contact numbers. Even if you do exchange contacts, you don't reach out. You're not the type of person to initiate a friendship. Talk about why. One of the main reasons being that, you know, you're very intuitive. You know, and the reason I can say you, because I'm really talking about myself, but you're just like me. So, you're very intuitive. You know, you can read the room, you read energies, you read feelings, you're empathetic. You're an empath, bro. You feel. It's like you feel before you see. You know? You can feel someone's energy before you see them. They're across the room and you see in their facial expression or anything like, oh, they're sad, or oh, they're not good for me, or oh, they're happy. And so, with having these feelings and being an empath, not only do you pick up on these, but you absorb them. You absorb energies. You absorb people's emotions and feelings. And take them as your own. You know. And the only reason you absorb them is because you want to try to change them. You want to manipulate people's energies. For instance, you see someone sad. Naturally, your job, being who you are, is to make them less sad. You absorb their energy and you reciprocate accordingly. Feel me? You boost their mood. You are the gift. No. But being that you absorb energies of people, you can't be around people 24/7. You can't be around people, you know, constantly. You can't constantly be in people's surrounding areas, you know. First of all, majority of people are fake. They wear masks. They're low vibrational, easily influenced, easily penetrated by entities, you know. Majority of people are of a lower vibration. And so y'all won't match. Energetically, y'all don't match. That's the majority. And what you not matching energetically, but you being up here, they being out here, and you sensing that, you feel it within the deepest parts of your heart. You feel Like, damn, we don't match. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna be uncomfortable. And like I said, you're already alone. So you had to learn how to embrace your loneliness. You know, you had to learn how to love it, to love yourself in every moment of life. And so when you start to love yourself, you value yourself. You value yourself and you value your space, you value your energy, you value your thoughts, your emotions. And so with this, if you feel uncomfortable, you're gonna remove yourself. Fact. If you feel uncomfortable, you're going to remove yourself. You know. And so you've just gotten so good at removing yourself from situations. It's not even that though. Because that is true, you do remove yourself, but you probably don't even give chance. You don't give relationships time to develop. You don't know how to develop a relationship. You don't know how to develop a relationship. You don't know how to cultivate. Could be because you're scared. You know, scared of getting hurt from your past. You done got hurt before. And you feel things deeper. You're a feeler, bro. You feel. You literally feel the world. If you close your eyes, you can still feel the world. And so with that, bro, you feel things way deeper than anyone else. You actually care. You're authentic, bro. You actually care. You come with pure heart or pure intentions everywhere you go. That's why you can tell yourself, like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. That was mean. I don't know why I said that. I apologize immediately. Because you can have pure intentions. You know, you don't mean to cause harm. And then when you do cause harm, and when you do try to cause harm, you apologize immediately. You're like, damn. Because you recognize, like, damn, that goes against who I am. You know? And so when you have pure intentions, and a lot of the world doesn't have pure intentions. A lot of the world does not have pure intentions. Most of the world, like I said, everybody's fake. Everybody puts on a mask. Everybody wants to look good for another person. Nobody wants to truly learn who they are and accept who they are in all aspects. So when we're talking about that and how you feel everything and you value yourself and you remove yourself, or you may not get a chance you may not even give the relationship a chance. You may not know how to move forward in a relationship simply because you don't want to get hurt. Understand that God wants you to be alone. You know, understand that this isolation season, or this, bro, life. It's gonna be life. You know, I said it was isolation season. It's gonna be life, bro. You're gonna be isolated for life, bro. Real shit, bro. You're gonna be isolated for a little minute, for maybe forever. You know, just because all you are meant to do is be that presence. You're meant to be your presence. You're meant to you're the gift of life. You're literally God. You're the embodiment of God walking around. You know, I'm not saying you're God, but you're the embodiment. You're the son of God, bro. You're the embodiment of God walking around. You feel me? Literally. And so you give people what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? You're smiling, you're holding doors, you're talking to everybody, you're making people feel seen. And sometimes you're not doing that. You're doing the complete opposite. You feel me? You're frowning. You're growling people because you can see like, okay, they deserve this energy that I'm finna give them. You feel me? So you really just here to just be yourself. You know, authentically what you already do. You already are authentic. You don't question who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're here to just be yourself and to just be a presence to other people. You know, but as far as being lonely, in order to, like I said, but you're highly empathetic, you're highly emotional, and you don't want to be hurt. You understand that most people in this world are just masks. They're low vibrational, and so entities love you, bro. Entities. When I say entities, I'm talking about like demons and shit, like motherfucking that shit that exists for real. You know, shit like that. They love you, bro. They love you. They love you to where they hate you. They love you. It's like love and hate is a thin line, but they love you, bro. They're infatuated with your energy and with who you are as a person, as a spirit, because you're not even a person for real. They love you. They love your light to where they hate it, and they want to do their best to put water on it. They want to do their best to take out your flame, you know. And so they act through other people, through the people that's closest to you, who are low vibrational, whether it be your best friend, your mom, your dad, your friend, a stranger you just met. You know what I'm saying? They act through these people, and that's why people act weird towards you. That's why you can't really like be around people, because people are just vessels, you know. And people act weird towards you, bro. People might scoff at you, give you weird looks, you feel me? Or you might meet somebody and they cool at first, but you just you get uncomfortable. You get uncomfortable immediately. Like you have a high discernment, so you're automatically uncomfortable. Like, okay, what's this person for real? And then, or you meet them one day, they cool. The very next day, they switching up. They act like they don't know you, and you be like, cool, that's cool too. I ain't really tripping, but these are just reasons as to why you're alone. You know, and bro, it's a harsh reality when you understand that you might be alone forever. Huh. You know, alright. You feel me? Your own family don't understand you. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you understand that family is not really family. Or you understand that friends ain't really friends, man. You know, you got people that are close to you that you have known since elementary, who are some of the lowest vibrational beings in the history of the world. I mean, they can be easily manipulated. Telling you, yo, bro, let's go do this, let's go do that. You know, just drag you back down to low vibrational activities. Activities that don't benefit you. For real. And like I said, bro, you're highly intuitive. You're so potent, bro. You're energetically potent. You're highly sensitive to everything. You're sensitive to the air. The slightest change in the air, you can feel it. You're highly sensitive to everything. So you get uncomfortable. And the Most High has made it to where you have a high self-esteem. You regard yourself in the highest of ways. You know who and what you are. Even if you don't know who and what you are, you have a sort of understanding, an idea to where you don't let nothing play in your face. Even when it comes to your own family, bro, you don't let nothing play in your face. So this is why, you know, you give people a short leash. People have a short leash around you. People have a very short leash. They don't really have much room to play. much room to gecko hee hee ha ha in your face. Like, You have a very short lease. But main thing being, you might not know how to, when you do meet a person that is good for you, you might not know how to, develop a friendship. Even you might not know how to develop a friendship, but you might not know how to be like, well, let me get your number and we can just go out to lunch sometime this week. You might not know how to do that because you're so protective of yourself. You're so protective of your energy. You look at all the corners. You feel me? You have high discernment. You're always aware. You're always just making sure that you're good. You always make sure that you're straight. You're always keeping your guard up. And that just allows you to really be avoidant a lot. Even though you are the most attractive person in the room, spiritually, energetically, you probably attractive, bro. You probably beautiful. You probably handsome too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You probably attractive physically too, just because that's your spirit. You know what I'm saying? But still, you're attractive, bro. People will walk up to you, speak to you. People want to talk to you. People want to be in your energy. People wonder about you. They're like, who is this? What is this? You know what I'm saying? They're like, And so you have no problem striking up conversations, and you're a conversationalist. You can talk. You're nice. You're genuine. You're an empath, bro. You're a healer. You're the gift. And so with that, it can, with you being all of that, you still a very closed off individual. You don't share information about yourself really. You have two sides to you, man. The side you show the world, you had to hide everything you've been through from the world. Or not even saying you had to hide that's how you got so poised. You had to grow from it, But you don't let your scars show. But your scars are the reason that you're alone. And that people will continue to scar you. People will continue to just play in your face and, or people can just act as vessels for negative entities to attack you. And so all these things combined are just reasons as to why you're alone. And you come to shape your alone time, bro. Shape how you want your life to be. Shape it. Mold it. You have the clay. Really. And don't be discouraged. Ever. Understand God is with you. First of all, the Most High is the reason that this video was made. The Most High gave me the topic. The Most High was speaking through me. And the Most High is the reason that you're watching the video. I gotta stop. I don't doubt, though. I don't doubt, but I do doubt. I still have lack of faith sometimes, but not. My faith is only going stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's not dwindling. And so, I need you to have more trust in God, bro. Have more trust in the Most High. If you have more trust in the unseen, trust in the unseen more than you trust in what's seen. Because the unseen always gonna have your back, bro. God is always gonna have your back. Always. That's why you're alone, bro. It's a spiritual journey, bro. It's just you and God, bro. And that nigga don't play about you. He don't play about you at all. He gonna make sure that you always in smiles, and make sure that you always feeling good. Even when you have down days, he gonna do something to lift you up. You feel me? He gonna do something to make sure that you understand, listen, you good. Look around you. Look at everything you have. You good, bro. And That's really the main thing, is that, understanding that God is walking with you. As you take a step, God take a step. And there's no separation between you and God. There's no separation. As you breathe, He breathes. His breath is in you. That's about it, though, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Low key, I might need to start doing part 1s, part 2s, but then again, I don't really care for real. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment if you feel inclined, shop my ebooks. Hit my cash out to support if you want to. That's about it. Peace. Much love.